Oh, God. Okay, so good morning, everyone, and sorry about that. I'm not a technical person at all. And I'm going to be talking about my lockdown thoughts and the promises that I've been making to myself over the past 7 weeks. I'm really proud to be part of Global Ed Brew Isolation, especially as I was born in Cape Town in South Africa, and I now live in London. And that journey has been an incredible journey. So lockdown, I'm on the whole, lockdown has been incredibly positive. I started off really time poor. I kept breaking promises to myself, and I kept saying I was going to go on holiday. I should be flying on holiday tomorrow, and here I am in London. But I've been forced to stop, and I've been forced to nurture myself and to reconnect with myself and with those that I love the most. My daughter's back from uni. It feels like a gift of time with her. I've been baking, and we've been sitting at the table and eating home-cooked meals every single day. I've learned the art of queuing for food and learning patience in that way and connecting with my community. I've been doing my online yoga and meditation. I've been flying through my journal. I don't think I've ever written so much, and processing a lot of thoughts. I've been walking out in nature every day, doing things like Lego to keep me calm, and I've also been watching nature changing, and I was quite amazed when I looked at the pictures that I had from when lockdown started and how few leaves there were on the trees to how much that has changed over the past 7 weeks. And I've had my wake-up call. Lockdown hasn't been perfect all of the time. I've had my family responsibilities, like everybody else. Friends and family have been affected by the illness. 2 people were in ICU for a while and come out and are recovering well. And really, really sadly, 2 friends have died. And I need to try and make sense of just what is going on. And the only thing I can see happening is that out of all of this, if all these people are going to die, then surely we have to become better people for it. I have to become a better person. Otherwise, their deaths, just don't make sense at all. And for me, the whole act of just sort of sitting and cooking and eating slowly and doing things in a slower way has made me wonder why I let that whole practice go for so many years, and if I'll be able to hold on to it from now on. I left headship 2 years ago, and I left it. I loved it, but I left because I wanted to start doing things that I wanted to do. And I did that old consultant. I made the same rookie. It's a rookie mistake, I'm told, and I wasn't selective. And I let go of me. I started saying yes to everything that came my way. And I became a human doing instead of being a human being. And I've decided that what I really want, my biggest promise to myself, is that I want to live happy. And what does that look like? Well, there's a big question, and that is, how do I want to be remembered? I came across this amazing quote, and it is, "The graveyard is the richest place on earth because it is there that you will find all the hopes and dreams that were never fulfilled, the books that were never written, the songs that were never sung, the inventions that were never shared, the cures that were never discovered, all because someone was too afraid to take that first step, keep with the problem, or determined to carry out their dream." And I know that I have to live the way I want to be remembered. And this is my promise to me. I want to model compassion and kindness, acceptance, celebration, love and connection, and be part of communities who truly accept and embrace each other, and most importantly, hear each other's voices. When I was thinking about what was happening before, I realised how much I've been colluding into trying to do something rather than doing it. Going along and knowing that I've been invited to conferences so that I can be the BAME representative, so that it wasn't doing it. Everyone was trying to be inclusive. Everyone's trying to be diverse. Everybody's trying to be equitable. But trying isn't doing. And I'm not going to collude in that anymore. And I'm not going to keep quiet for the sake of status quo, because there just isn't time. And it just isn't me. I'm going to hold on to my values and what I most want to be doing, rather than trying to do for the sake of it looking good. And so this is my new mantra. I'm going to be the change. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be inclusive. I'm going to be equitable. I'm going to reach out for those who are marginalised and make sure that I bring them in. I want to be part of a process, which means that there's less talk and more doing. And I'm going to disengage from those who only talk the talk. This, for me, feels really scary. And I know that I can't be brave if I'm not in fear. Brené Brown said, you can't be brave if you're tapping out of hard conversations about painful, hard topics. That's what it means to lead. I was a leader for just over 20 years. And it's there. I'm trained to be a leader. And this is how I'm going to go on being a leader. So we're in a global pandemic, and it's showing us that we have more in common than not. We are global citizens. It's quite ironic that it's called a global pandemic, because actually we're now really having to think, what does it mean? What does it mean to be global? Because it's not just about being global when there's a pandemic. We're global all of the time. So I'm going to keep myself in check. And if I notice that I'm surrounding myself with people who look the same as me, who sound the same as me, who do the same things as me, who have the same mindset as me, then I know that I'm not being global. I know that I've slipped back into my comfort zone, and I know that I'm not being inclusive. And I'm going to make sure that when that happens, I do something about it. Our children this is the perfect time for the children to understand what it means to be global. They're in a global situation. They can't escape from the fact that there's a global situation going on. For the children who are in diverse schools, they need a global curriculum that they can relate to. And they need role models who inspire them to become wonderful, wonderful citizens. And in the monocultural schools, they need a diverse curriculum, a global curriculum, and they need to be taught by a diverse staff as well, so that they can embrace their place in the world as global citizens and not be suspicious of people who look and sound different to them. I've already started on this mission of mine. And in one of the places that I've been speaking out is with the Women Ed movement, because I'm one of the strategic leads within the Women Ed movement. And I've been talking about the fact that we need to be a more inclusive movement, not say we're an inclusive movement, be an inclusive movement. And that's led to a fourth campaign that we're going to be announcing at our birthday party on Tuesday. And I've also been talking about us being a global organisation, but in a truly inclusive way. Not on paper, but in a truly inclusive way. So, I'm going to be the change, and a better world starts with me. And I'd love to think that we do this together. We individually decide to be the change so that a better world can start from us. Remember, written policies and talk is not doing. Being the change is doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alison. That's really resonated with an awful lot of people just down the timeline. When you watch it back, there's so many comments there. Thank you so much. It can't have been easy for you to share some of that you did there. So it was so sincere. So thank you so much. And you're so right. It's such a strange time, isn't it?
Yes, we're in these little bubbles, and it's not a natural bubble. So what we're learning is that staying in our bubbles isn't the right thing to be doing. We want to become much more connected than just being in those little bubbles. So keep safe in your little bubbles for now, and become determined to make this one glorious bubble once it's all over. And we will go through it.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? And thank you so much. Be the change. I really love that too. That's my new mantra, that one, be the change.
Oh, you and me together, cool.
Let's do that. Thank you ever so much, Alison. And enjoy the Women Ed birthday celebrations. When is that? Is it Tuesday?
On Tuesday, 5 o'clock. Come and join us.
I think I will. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Thanks again, Alison. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.